My beloved, I must tell you this right now. There is someone whose soul burns to marry you. Heaven says it is urgent. Type the angel number 1111 in the comments if your spirit feels it, because before this video ends, you will discover the reason why the timing is not only divine, it is now. Stay with me until the very last word, because the revelation waiting for you will shake your heart. The angels say, the reason they want to marry you now is not just about love. It is about destiny. It is about divine timing. It is about what heaven has aligned in this exact season. You may have thought love was delayed. You may have thought marriage was postponed. But heaven whispers, no more delays. What was waiting is now rushing toward you, beloved soul. The angels are showing me a scroll, your name written upon it, and beside your name a word. Union. This is why the urge in their spirit cannot wait any longer. They feel pulled, not by chance, but by heaven itself. They cannot sleep in peace. They cannot go through their days pretending nothing is missing, because heaven keeps pressing their heart, reminding them, your future, your peace, your destiny, partner is there and their name is you. My beloved, angels say this marriage is not about desperation. It is about alignment. The heavens have marked this year, this season, as the moment your paths collide. That is why doors are opening suddenly. That is why you feel a pull in your spirit, a shift in your dreams, stirring in your emotions. It is not imagination. It is preparation. They want to marry you now because the union is not only about love, it is about a mission. Your souls carry a shared purpose. Together you will break patterns. Together you will build something that will bless generations. Beloved soul, this is why angels are urgent about timing. Because the longer the wait, the longer the world waits for what your union is meant to release. I see a ring prepared, not just a ring of gold, but a ring carrying a prayer, a promise whispered before heaven. That is why their heart is restless. That is why the angels are whispering, now, not later, now. Precious one, this urgency is not to pressure you, it is to awaken you. So you can recognize that the reason behind their desire to marry you now is not shallow. It is sacred. They know your heart is the one their soul has searched for. The angels say they want to marry you now because waiting too long would dishonor what is already clear. They are not guessing anymore. They are not unsure anymore. Their spirit knows. And when the spirit knows, the body, the mind, and the heart must follow. Beloved, I must give you a glimpse of what is coming later in this message, a sign so you will not doubt. Before this week ends, you will notice an unusual sign connected to weddings, vows, or rings. It will stun you. That will be heaven's confirmation that this word was sent for you. The angels say, the reason they want to marry you now is because they have already seen life without you, and it is empty. They cannot imagine years without your smile, your voice, your spirit by their side. They have prayed, they have questioned, but every answer leads back to you. That is why heaven is aligning their courage. That is why opportunities will suddenly arise for conversations, proposals, commitments. Precious one, your name is echoing in heaven. Your face is imprinted in their prayers. Your soul is engraved in their heart. They want to marry you now because heaven has whispered, if not now, the season may pass. If not now, the opportunity may slip. And heaven does not want you to miss this alignment. Beloved, you may doubt. You may fear. You may think, am I ready? Are they ready? But the angels say readiness is not about perfection. It is about recognition. And they recognize you. They see you. They know. Without you, something in them will always feel incomplete. Beloved soul, listen carefully. There are 3 urgent reasons heaven has revealed. The first, your souls are already married in spirit. This earthly union is simply catching up with the heavenly one. The second, your union unlocks blessings that cannot be released any other way. This is why their spirit feels urgency. Because the longer the delay, the longer the blessing waits. The third, time has ripened. You have both walked journeys of healing, lessons, and growth. And now heaven says, the season is ripe. The harvest is ready. This is why the proposal will feel sudden. This is why their desire to marry you will feel overwhelming. Because heaven has already prepared both of your hearts. My beloved, you may feel unworthy. You may question if you are enough. But heaven silences those doubts now. You are chosen. You are the answer to their prayer. You are the crown they did not know they could wear. The angels say, this is why they want to marry you now. Because you are not just a lover, you are their destiny. And destiny cannot be delayed forever. Beloved, take a deep breath. Let this word sink into your spirit. Because the urgency you feel is not chaos, it is clarity. It is heaven's clock striking the hour of union. If this word touches your soul, type in the comments, my union is ready, because when you write it, you seal agreement with heaven, precious one. Before this video ends, I must tell you something that will stun you. Your angels are saying, the person who wants to marry you now has already spoken your name in prayer before heaven. They have asked for divine approval, and heaven has whispered, yes, this is the one. That is why they cannot wait. That is why their spirit is restless. Because once heaven confirms, the heart cannot pretend anymore. My beloved, your marriage is not ordinary. It carries prophecy. It carries destiny. It carries a divine assignment. This is why heaven is moving swiftly. This is why the angels are surrounding you now. They want you to be ready when the moment comes. So prepare your heart. Prepare your spirit. Say aloud right now, I am ready for divine union. Let your own voice join with heaven's voice, because the urgent reason they want to marry you now is this. Heaven has declared, you are not just their choice. You are their calling, and callings cannot be ignored. Beloved soul, lean in closer, because heaven has shown me more. The urgency you feel in your spirit is not random. It is a divine push. It is the angels moving behind the scenes to awaken you and them. They want to marry you now because they see something no one else can see. The way your love heals their wounds. The way your presence silences their fears. The way your spirit brings peace into their chaos. Angels say, this is not a love built on convenience. This is a love born out of divine confirmation. That is why their heart is restless. That is why the thought of delay feels unbearable. My beloved, listen carefully. The angels are saying, the reason for this urgency is tied to your shared destiny. Together, you carry a light that cannot shine fully until you are united. Together, you will break chains that have held your family line. Together, you will start a new story. Type in the comments right now, my marriage is my mission. When you declare it, heaven aligns your heart with purpose and the angels strengthen your path. Beloved soul, you may feel the weight of their urgency as pressure, but it is not pressure. It is preparation. Their soul knows what their mind is still catching up to, that you are the one their prayers have been pulling toward. Angels are showing me visions of doors opening, unexpected conversations, unexpected proposals, unexpected moments where they speak your name boldly, without fear. This is heaven's orchestration. They want to marry you now, because every day apart feels like a delay in destiny. And heaven does not want you to live in delay. The time of waiting has ended. The time of fulfillment has begun. Precious one, when you hear this, do not let fear speak louder than faith. Do not let the wounds of the past convince you that love is too risky. Heaven says, this is not a repeat of old pain. This is the redemption of love itself. I feel strongly in my spirit. Someone watching this has cried secretly, asking heaven, why am I still waiting? Why have they not chosen me openly? Why do I feel unseen? The angels answer, it was not delay, it was preparation. And now the preparation is complete. Beloved, your tears watered the soil of this union. Your patience shaped your spirit. Your faith wrote your name into their destiny. That is why they want to marry you now. Because heaven has whispered, the wait is over. Type in the comments, the wait is over. When you write it, you are agreeing with what heaven has already declared. And as you agree, your angels move faster to bring alignment. Precious one, this urgency is heaven's way of telling you love is not something to run from. It is something to embrace. Because this marriage is not just about happiness. It is about legacy. It is about future generations. It's about healing what was broken in the past. I see a vision of a table, a family gathered, laughter filling the air, and your presence at the center of it. This is why they want to marry you now. Because without you, that picture is incomplete. Angels say, you will soon notice confirmation in little things, a wedding song playing unexpectedly, a ring appearing in your dream, a stranger mentioning marriage without knowing your story. These are not coincidences. These are messages. These are signs that heaven is saying, yes, it is time. Beloved, the urgency is not to rush you. It is to awaken you, to let you know that your name has been sealed next to theirs in heaven, that no one else can take your place, that no delay can erase your destiny. Write this now in the comments. My union is sealed, because when you put it into words, you create alignment between heaven and earth. Precious one, their spirit knows the truth, and the truth is they cannot imagine a future without you. That is why angels are moving so fast. That is why proposals, vows, and commitments will rise suddenly. Because heaven's timing is now. So stand in faith. Prepare your heart. Do not fear, because the urgent reason they want to marry you now is simply this. Heaven has declared it is done. Beloved soul, let me take you deeper. The angels are showing me something powerful. The urgency is not only in their heart, it is in the heavens. The universe has shifted. The clock of destiny has struck a new hour. And in this hour, marriage is not only possible, it is inevitable. They want to marry you now because heaven has confirmed it 3 times already. In their dreams, in their quiet moments of prayer, in the signs they cannot ignore. Everywhere they turn, your name rises. Your face returns. Your spirit echoes. The angels whisper, delay is no longer safe. Because if they delay, they risk missing the timing heaven has set. That is why their spirit feels fire. That is why their soul feels restless. That is why their heart beats faster when they think of you. Precious one, the angels are saying clearly, this marriage is not about convenience. It is about covenant. And covenants cannot wait. Covenants must be sealed in the season heaven has appointed. Write this in the comments. My covenant is coming. As you declare it, you open your spirit to align with the truth. You are not chasing love. Love is chasing you. You are not begging for a proposal. Heaven is urging them to bring it. Beloved soul, do not be surprised if in the coming days you feel a sudden sense of peace about marriage. Not fear, not hesitation, but peace. That peace will be the angels covering you, wrapping you in assurance, preparing you for what is about to arrive. They want to marry you now because their heart has realized something. Life without you is incomplete. The laughter is emptier. The victories feel smaller. The nights feel longer. The prayers feel unfinished. You are not just a part of their life. You are the piece that completes the picture. You are the missing color in their canvas. You are the melody their song was missing. And once they understood that, waiting became impossible. Precious one, angels are saying, there are 2 signs you will see very soon. The first, you will encounter the word forever in an unusual place. That will be heaven's reminder that this love is meant to last. The second, you will hear the sound of bells, whether in real life, in a dream, or even through a video or conversation. Those bells will be heaven's confirmation that your marriage season has arrived. Type this in the comments now. My forever is here. When you do, your spirit locks into agreement with the sign heaven is sending, beloved. Angels also say they want to marry you now because your union carries healing power. Not only for you both, but for your families, for your generations. Your marriage will mend what was broken. Your love will restore what was lost. Your covenant will silence curses that have lingered for years. This is why the urgency is divine. Because heaven knows your love is not just about you. It is about legacy. It is about healing. It is about destiny unfolding through love. Precious one, listen closely. When they speak, their words may stumble, but their eyes will reveal urgency. Their voice may tremble, but their spirit will shout the truth. They want you now, not later. Not someday, now. This urgency is heaven's mercy. It is heaven ensuring you do not miss the appointed time. It is heaven reminding you that what you prayed for is standing right at the door. Write this in the comments. My appointed time is now. Say it with your whole heart, and let your angels seal it in your life. Beloved soul, prepare your heart for what is coming. Because the reason they want to marry you now is simply this. Heaven has spoken, and when heaven speaks, earth must obey. Beloved soul, heaven is still speaking. The angels are not finished, revealing the depth of this urgency. They say the reason they want to marry you now is because the spiritual signs have already been confirmed. The message is clear, and their soul cannot ignore it any longer. I see a vision of a scroll being unrolled in the heavens. Your name and their name are written side by side. And beside it, I see the word sealed. This is why they feel urgency. Because in the spiritual realm, your union is already sealed. Now earth must reflect what heaven has already written. Beloved, this is why delays were painful. This is why confusion tried to rise. Because forces of darkness tried to block what heaven had ordained. But the angels fought for you. They pushed this word through. They are pressing it into your spirit now. So you cannot miss what belongs to you. Write this in the comments. My union is sealed in heaven. As you declare it, you are stamping your agreement over the scroll I saw. Your angels will move quickly to bring it into reality. Precious one, there is another reason behind this urgency. They have seen enough signs that their heart cannot resist. They dream of you often. In the night, your presence visits them. In the day, your name finds them in unexpected ways. A stranger mentions your name. A song reminds them of your spirit. A place they walk through suddenly echoes your essence. They want to marry you now because heaven has not allowed them to escape the truth. Everywhere they turn, it is you. Every prayer they pray, the answer is you. Every question they ask, the response is you. Beloved soul, angels are saying, this urgency is not only in their heart, it is in your timeline. This season of your life is a doorway, and this doorway cannot stay open forever. It must be stepped through. It must be embraced. That is why they feel urgency. That is why the heavens whisper, do it now. Type in the comments, I step into my doorway. When you write it, you align yourself with the divine season heaven has opened for you. Precious one, The angels also say you will see unusual numbers repeating soon. For some of you, it will be 222, the number of partnership, union, and agreement. For others, it will be 555, the number of changes and divine preparation. And for many, it will be 777, the number of completion, showing that the wait has ended. And the blessing is complete. When you see these numbers, pause and whisper, "Thank you, heaven, for sealing my union." This will strengthen the connection between you and them, and remind you that the urgency is heaven's signal. Beloved, the angels say another reason they want to marry you now is because your union is a shield. Together, your love will protect each other from battles you cannot face alone. Together, your hearts will find strength when life feels heavy. Together, you will fight not against each other, but side by side, against everything that tries to tear you down. This marriage is not just about vows, it is about victory. And victory cannot wait. Victory must be claimed now. Write this in the comments. My union carries victory. As you declare it, heaven strengthens your spirit to embrace what is ahead. Beloved, there will be signs that stun you. For some, a ring will appear in an unexpected way. You may see it in a dream, or someone may mention a ring, or you may even come across one without planning it. This is heaven's whisper, it is near. For others, you will hear the word vows through a conversation, a movie, or even a stranger's speech. That will be heaven's nudge, reminding you this message is not a coincidence. Precious soul, you are not being prepared for disappointment. You are being prepared for destiny. That is why the angels repeat the urgency again and again, because the time has come. And heaven will not let you miss it. Write boldly in the comments, "My time has come," because as you do, you align yourself with heaven's rhythm, and no force can block what belongs to you. Beloved, the urgent reason they want to marry you now is simply this: their spirit has found rest only in you. Their heart has found home only with you. Their destiny has found completion only through you. And heaven says, when love finds home, delay is no longer an option. It must be sealed. It must be declared. It must be lived now.